Hi, I'm Gareth Green and welcome to another of our Name the Composer quizzes. We've got lots of these on the channel, so if you enjoy composer quizzes, you can find plenty more of these. And if you've done these before with us, you'll know exactly how it works. If this is your first encounter with one of our quizzes of this kind, what you do is if you manage to get the answer off the first of 7 clues, you can award yourself a full 100 points. If you manage to get the correct answer on the second clue, it's 90 points, and so on, all the way down to the 7th clue, which still gives you a whacking 40 points. And then if you want to, you can enter your score in the comments below and tell us how you got on with it. So without further ado, here comes the first clue. If you can name this composer from the first clue, you get 100 points. Clue number 1. I was Italian and I lived from 1749 until 1801. I was Italian and lived from 1749 until 1801. Who am I? A full 100 points are yours if you can name the composer from the first clue. Clue number 2. When I was 7 years old, my father, who was a stonemason, fell from scaffolding at the palace in Naples and was killed. Rather sad fact. So when I was 7 years old, my father, who was a stonemason, fell from scaffolding at the palace in Naples and was killed. So there's your second clue for 90 points. Clue number 3. After my father's death, my mother worked as laundress for a monastic order, and the monks gave me an education. So after my father's death, my mother worked as laundress for a monastic order, and the monks gave me an education. Clue number 4 for 70 points. I proved to be musically talented, and when I was 12 years old, I entered the Conservatorio di Santa Maria di Loreto. So I proved to be musically talented, and when I was 12, I entered the Conservatorio di Santa Maria di Loreto. Clue number 5. I became famous throughout Italy as a composer of opera. I became famous throughout Italy as a composer of opera. On to clue number 6. My reputation grew and I worked internationally, spending periods living in St. Petersburg and in Vienna. So my reputation grew and I worked internationally, spending periods living in St. Petersburg and in Vienna. And the 7th and final clue is this. Today, Il matrimonio segreto is the most often performed of my operas. So today, Il matrimonio segreto is the most often performed of my operas. Il matrimonio segreto. So, who am I? And the answer is Cimarosa, Domenico Cimarosa. Interesting that during his lifetime, Cimarosa was more popular than Mozart was. So there we are. That's certainly not the case now, but Cimarosa, pretty significant composer in his day. So that was the completion of this episode of Name the Composer. How did you get on? Let us know.